头发，他学人家，copy 人家，他不是第一个。再找一个这样子。
This is RolandHagenberg in Paris. Controversial artist Jeff Koons raised some eyebrows when his exhibition opened last month at the Castle of Versailles. Balloons in a Baroque environment. A metal lobster next to Louis XIV's furniture. That's usually not what the French are exposed to. Koons became notoriously famous in the 80s for elevating kitsch to museum art and for his marriage to Italian porn star Cicciolina.
This is I did the Rolling Stones backdrop for their tour that they're doing. These the molds go to foundries where they're transformed into aluminum. The way these paintings are done, Roland, is they're elaborate, paint by numbers. So these colors are just for this area, Pat? So just for this area right here.
So how long does it take
in
for
here.
one painting?
It takes a long time. We've only done these 5 paintings in the last year.
You are a very relaxed person, it seems. Are there moments of doubt and fear in the life of Jeff Koons?
I never feel insecurity about art. There are other things within the personal life. I mean, I've had a terrible situation involving my son. My son was abducted, taken to Italy. So over the years, I really have had to always worry about my son and to try.
He hasn't come back yet.
We've dealt with terrible injustice in Italy. Worrying about his situation causes anxiety.
Yeah, of course.
My life it's fantastic. It's calming. I just have to, put on a pair of jeans and put my sneakers on, and I go to work, and then I come home with my family, and we do the same thing the next day. And so I can come here and focus on what I enjoy focusing on. And this is just a pile of different inflatables. Some of these I've worked with. The mustache, we actually molded this one.
Where's the starting point with these pieces?
I always was making things that look like they are ready-mades, that they exist in the world, but I hadn't actually remolded something. I never would take anything like this object and make a mold on it for over 17 years. So it really just comes from listening to what I'd like to do. I like the sexuality of this. This seems like sexuality before birth. It's
sexuality before birth.
Before birth, where it's undefined. It's still like everybody has that little mark running through the center of their body, which is just what gives you your symmetry, but no definition of sex. And I really see this because the mustache is a very masculine symbol, one of the few symbols that men have for masculinity.
When was that moment where you consciously, for you, discovered you are an artist?
From the time I was a child, my parents were always very supportive. My father had a furniture store. This is an image of his window, of the showroom window. So from the time I was a kid, I would display artworks here. These are not mine, but this is where my dad used to put my artworks. And my dad was so supportive that even when I was, 9 years old, he was selling my paintings and drawings.
You don't seem to be a man who cares about politics in the art, at least to the outside. But it's still part of business, of course, too. But you're lucky enough in your position probably to keep yourself out of politics.
I have always tried to be at the service of my work. So I try to do things that aren't harmful to my work. But the main thing is to communicate through your work. And if you're doing work that people have interest in, then there's opportunity. So I've always preferred to put my time into the work.
And leave it up to...
If there's a social aspect to it, to let my dealers do that.